Hey y'all, today I wanted to talk a little bit more about Emily and Brady Kiser. If you haven't seen my last video, my stance on them is that Brady should have been charged for the death of his son because other parents have been charged for what appears to be the same crime. If you want to check out my video on that where I go into more depth, I'll link it right here. I also find Emily extremely distasteful for profiting off of her son's death and continuing to post on social media even after the fact. Normal people would go into a more secret type of lifestyle after a tragedy like that, but not these grifting grievers. Now, the reason I'm so okay using words like that to describe them is because of the recent shit they've been caught doing. It's actually so wrong, it's almost unbelievable. I first heard about it just scrolling through TikTok when I came across this video. The lady writes, "Some of you guys are actually insane with what you're saying about Emily and Brady. I'm actually shocked." Of course, this piqued my interest, so I did a little digging and it didn't take me long to find this. Brady Kiser was caught and confirmed to have liked a reel that says, POV, you were supposed to call 911 but opened reels out of habit. Yes, y'all. He really seriously liked a reel speaking about calling 911 after he had to call 911 because he left his son, who he knew didn't know how to swim, unattended around an open pool for 9 minutes. The poor baby fought for 2 whole minutes and still his dad was nowhere to be found. He pulled his son from the pool, but not before taking his shirt off, then called 911 while hopefully he was giving his son CPR on the kitchen floor. I mean, I guess I can understand the joke of the meme. It probably has happened before to people. It probably even happened to Brady. But to like the photo as if it invoked a laugh out of you? Most people that are liking that probably called 911 for something minor, not something that severe. Personally, I would be so ashamed of myself that a post like that would probably send me into a bit of a downward spiral. Someone says, absolutely disgusting that he would like a reel talking about 911. What the fuck? Says it all. The caption on the post says, Brady Kiser recently liked this reel. When I commented about it on Emily's page, she immediately blocked me and then Brady went and unliked it. The caption continues in the comments, Emily tries to get her lawyer daddy to fix all of her problems, but proof is forever. We will always repost the truth. Now, this was also confirmed on a Reddit page that actually had to come out and make a statement. They said, in regard to the recent screen recording circulating about a like made by Brady, we are aware of it and have confirmed that it is real. However, as a reminder, this is not a snark page. We have also seen an influx of users attempting to post about this topic. As such, any posts or comments speculating on or discussing this matter will be removed. We ask that everyone respect the purpose of this and help keep discussions respectful and on topic. Thank you as always for your continued support and cooperation. Another commenter says, thank you for posting this. I also got blocked for asking if she would be doing a sit-down video at any point addressing concerns. She thinks she can just block people, take down Reddits, and this will go away. Nope. It makes it worse. Pivoting back now to the first video that piqued my attention are some of the comments that I think are worth reading. A lady says, people are making really good points. If this was a babysitter and not Brady, they would be fighting tooth and nail to get that person charged. Both Brady and Emily, I think, are responsible for neglect. It's sad, but what's more sad is a toddler dying from neglect. I too think this is a classic case of neglect. Brady knew Trig couldn't swim, left him outside alone for 9 minutes, was gambling on a basketball game that he was also watching at the time, and he lied to the police about what actually happened because even he knew he fucked up. Someone replies to that comment and says, do you think he's being punished enough by the loss of his child? I don't think he needs to be punished anymore. I don't think being punished by guilt is enough when someone's life was lost. That's just a small piece of the consequence. It also amazes me how many people defend her and truly think no wrongdoing happened here. It's people who want to live in la rainbow fairy tale land all day instead of actually swallowing the truth. It's hard to swallow, I get that, but a child died. A lady goes, why don't y'all have this same energy for kids who are actually being neglected? It was a tragic, preventable accident, but it's far from neglectful. Then a lady replies, no, JC, actually not getting a pool fence when it is an actual law in your state, knowing the risks and still choosing to let your toddler who can't swim play outside is textbook neglect. Hope this helps. A lady replies after, Trig was actually neglected and it resulted in his death. You wouldn't say it wasn't neglect if a babysitter had been responsible for watching him. And thank God for the second lady, because that first commenter is delusional. It is totally neglectful. It was them thinking Trig knows not to go in the pool, so we don't have to get that ugly fence or take the time to put the net back on. What they didn't account for was an actual tragic accident that Trig tripped over a pool toy and fell in. You shouldn't put the life of your toddler in their own hands, because this is what happens. As a parent, one should think of every worst case scenario, so the selfishness of no pool fence or net cover is unforgivable. It's literally a law to have them on. Then this next lady unknowingly proves everyone else's point. She says, a neighbor of mine, their child passed away because they were in another room cooking, and the child was playing against a dresser. A TV fell on them, and I never once thought that neighbor should be in jail or charged with anything. Terrible things happen. That doesn't mean everyone needs to be tried to the highest degree. I'm more concerned about children being actually hurt every day and CPS not caring at all. A lady replies, your example is the definition of an accident though. Failing to have any pool safety in place when it is the law with 2 babies in the house is neglect, not an accident. The police did recommend charges that the DA failed to take up. That is the difference. The story that the lady told is horribly sad, because even if the dresser was anchored down, the TV obviously wasn't, and it's an easy thing to overlook, but a pool fence is not easy to overlook. I compared an open large body of water to a hot car in the summer, and I see no difference. A toddler is not safe around either. A final comment says, I don't know, I read the police report. It was pretty bad. I feel sympathy to a point, but at the end of this all, he's gone forever and suffered a terrible death because of negligence. Couldn't agree more. I'm sad and I do feel sorry for what has happened to them, but I genuinely don't think they even feel that bad. I mean, liking memes about it not even a year past is a bit much. Them trying to cover everything up to keep their perfect image, it's a bit much. The last thing I wanted to show you all today, just in case you were feeling bad for Emily at all, the Dad Challenge podcast made a post and it said, Emily Kiser claps back at haters but doesn't see a hint of irony in her response. She's so dumb it hurts. The Dad Challenge posted this in response to a comment left on one of Emily's videos saying, a gate to the coffee pot but not the pool, clown emoji, makes sense because Emily has a gate up leading into her butler's pantry. So Emily replies, you're angry that I'm protecting my baby from crawling into a room of glass and cabinets? Okay, girl. The irony here being she will protect her coffee room from her baby, but not protect her baby from a pool. Her coffee is more important than her baby. The comments just continue reaming into her saying, deflection. She only replied to that because she knows they're right and it got under her skin. Did she protect her baby from a pool of water and danger? She thinks she ate with that clap back too. Protect baby from room full of glass? Check. Protect baby from pool full of water? No. It's funny, but it's not funny at all. It's actually horrible. It's horrible and it's hellish. This entire situation upsets me because a child lost his life and his loser ass dad, who literally killed him, is liking memes about the situation, about what should have been the most traumatic, darkest moment anyone could ever experience. And he's laughing about it, liking memes about it. These people are genuinely evil. And if you can't see that, then I'm sorry, but you belong to them now. Let me know what you all think about this. Does it make you feel sick to your stomach too? It was great talking to you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.